Hey all, Baruch Halevi, be here from the Defiant Spirit. Also, as you can see behind me, the Meaning Academy recently started the Viktor Frankl Meaning Academy with some fellow logotherapists. Logotherapy is my practice of meaning-centered therapy, but living, inspired, of course, by Dr. Viktor Frankl and his important contribution to the world, not only of psychotherapy, but really of how to live with greater meaning, purpose, and resilience. And so merging these two things together, because the defiant spirit is also from Frankel, the defiant power of the human spirit at the center of who we are. And so bringing these together to help individuals and help groups to live with greater meaning, purpose, and resilience. So I have multiple things going on. You can jump over to themeaningacademy.com. You can jump over to the defiantspirit.org or defiantspirit.org. And one of my more recent podcasts, I don't think it's the most recent, but recently I did one with, of course, master healer Ariella Halevi, also known as my wife. And Ariella and I talked a lot about generational healing. That's her area of expertise. If you haven't worked with Ariella, she works exclusively with women to get to the root of their core issues in life, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And part of that is generational healing. I've learned so much from Ariella in this space. You know, helping people find meaning, purpose, and resilience is great, except oftentimes you have to go backwards, and not just backwards into your life, into your past, into your childhood, but generation upon generation of inherited both wonderful positive contributions and attributes and qualities which we all have inherited. Excuse me, as Dr. Wayne Dyer says, you're the sperm that won the race. So you've inherited a winning combination. If you only look at what's broken and what's not right, and right, it's a miserable way to live. So you have to look at your parents, generations, from a place of gratitude and appreciation of really seeing all that is good and right. And yet, physically, certainly emotionally, mentally, we also inherit a lot which is broken. So Ariel and I talk a lot about our work as not just what we want to do in this lifetime, not just what we're here about, but also healing the generations that have come before us in the way we live our lives, in correcting what has been, right, misdirected or gone the wrong way, healing what has been broken. I think about a lot the Holocaust. For me, it's personal. Lost a lot of family in the Holocaust. Um, both sides of my family come from areas that were impacted deeply by the Holocaust. Some of my family got out. Much of my family, like most Jews, did not. And I just really feel connected to that collective trauma, experiencing it on so many different levels in so many different ways. And so thinking about my role, my work, helping people, utilizing Viktor Frankl, who was a Holocaust survivor, utilizing his insights, his inspiration, which certainly wasn't born in the Holocaust because he was a psychiatrist and neurologist prior to the Holocaust, but proven out in the Holocaust, taking this narrative as a way to inspire and empower others is a form of redemption, is a form of healing for the atrocities of the Holocaust, both collectively, also for me personally. I feel like I'm helping heal the trauma of my family, of my lineage, when I do this work and when I find meaning in it and I help other people find meaning in their lives through it. So really thinking about our lives and our work as being a part of a larger continuum. We're not just here alone. Even if you don't know who your birth parents were, even if you don't have family living, by the fact that you're alive means you have family, whether you knew them or not, doesn't even matter all the time, because we're here as part of a continuum of doing work from generation to generation to generation. And as we do this work, we heal ourselves, we heal those around us, we heal those who come after us. So for me, as an example, and you'll have your examples, I have mine. As you know, my paternal grandmother committed suicide. My father committed suicide, and And my work here is A, to not choose that path, B, to choose life, and B, to pass down a legacy of healed wholeness to my children, to break the cycle, both literally by not following in their footsteps, but also emotionally and spiritually by working through what my father had to deal with, my grandmother had to deal with, what I've had to deal with. I don't have the same issues or challenges that they did, but we all have issues and challenges. Working on my stuff and then passing down to my children a healthier version of my family's lineage so that they can carry it farther and further into the future and heal my brokenness, because I'm broken too. We all are. And so this is the work that we're here to do. In Judaism, it's called tikkun, repair or healing. And so we think about it generationally healing, not just healing ourselves and our lives, but how are you here to heal those who came before you and to pass down a legacy of healing and wholeness? So this is the conversation that Ariella and I had in our podcast. You can jump over to the defiantspirit.org or just defiantspirit.org, where you can learn more about what I'm doing to help people heal generationally. You can listen to our podcast, or you can jump over to ariellahalevi.com, where you can learn specifically about generational healing and how you might want to work with Ariella. So until we meet again, defy your number and all that brokenness in your life and live your whole spirit, and do your work, do your repair for yourself and for those who came before you and those who will follow in your footsteps.